Greetings, dear Leo. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a peek at what is in store for you according to the tarot for Taurus season, all right? So Taurus season starts on April 20th and lasts about a month until May 20th. And just keeping in mind on a collective level, that Taurus energy that we can be incorporating for our highest good, right? It's a fixed energy, and it's very feminine in nature. So it's that very stubborn, fixed, strong, bold, earthy, feminine energy that is at the same time also very soft and nurturing and directive and practical, right? In those ways. And Taurus season, Venus does control Taurus and Libra. And so it's ruled by those. So when we talk about our Venusian elements, like Taurus themes are going to be very evident during this particular month for us collectively. So, and those themes have to do with our earthly affairs. So that's having effects over our finances, right? Our career, perhaps, our interpersonal relationships, even our aesthetics, right? In that way, and how we look and we feel about ourselves. So let's just go ahead and pull out your energy for this particular season. We are using the New Era Elements Tarot to pull your messages, dear Leo. Let's just go ahead and set the intention. This is for the sign of Leo. So if you have Leo in your sun, your moon, or your rising, then it is my sincerest intention that this reading may resonate with you in some capacity and that you're able to receive these messages and apply them to your own life, always and only for your highest good. Now, let's go ahead and get into where are you this season? So how are you feeling emotionally, physically, spiritually, right? What's your state of being for Taurus season, dear Leo? All right, so you've got the Nine of Pentacles, and you've also got the Nine of Cups. So far, so good. Let's talk about that, and let's just clarify this with one more card. And you've also got the Ace of Cups. All right. So for the Leos I'm connecting to, I'm seeing you really falling into your independence. Like you could have ran up on some money, dear Leos, right? Because you've got this Nine of Pentacles. This is like being self-sufficient. This is like making your own coins. Like maybe this is starting a side hustle or a business right here, right? But this is you utilizing the tools at your disposal to really being able to grow your influence, grow your network, grow your resources in some particular way. And you're just feeling good. You're feeling good in your own company. That Nine of Cups is always just like things like wishes coming true. This is guaranteeing like maybe your money is looking good. Like you're just feeling great. And there could also be, you could be on the precipice of some wonderful new thing right happening. Maybe this is Ace of Cups talks about our emotions. So this could be a new relationship, a new love. Perhaps you're having a new baby, right? There's something on the cusp of like something new that makes your heart content. All right. So that's what I'm getting for your energy. So you're coming into Taurus season like feeling good, right? Feeling quite good, successful, proud of yourself, happy. New exciting things happening. This is great. This is better than the Cancer reading. All right, so let's see. What area will you see delays? So what area can you be expected to see delays in, dear Leo? What area can you be expected to see delays in? Okay, so you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this could be either taking chances, or there could be, let's see. Oh, you got the Eight of Cups. That's needing to walk away from things, not feeling like emotionally content. And then you've got the Four Swords, right? Is this Four Swords? Yes, it is. Four Swords. Truce. So you could be seeing delays you just feel like this particular season, you could be feeling a little stagnant. That Wheel of Fortune is like things maybe are not, I don't want to say that they're not flowing, but it's just like you're on a cycle of life, because that Wheel of Fortune is always just talking about whatever cycle of that life that you're in. And maybe there are things that you really need to walk away from, because the Eight of Cups is always about needing to withdraw or move on from something. And so maybe it's just like you're seeing delays in being able to move on from something. And so because instead you're choosing to kind of rest up, right? Because that Four of Swords is not really moving. This is resting, retreating, using this time to really like enjoy your solitude and to recover in some capacity. Okay. So I don't really see you like, there's not a whole lot of movement, right? When it comes to the delays, I feel that you maybe would like for things to move in like a faster pace or in another direction, but maybe that requires you to be able to leave, to move on for some things, and you're just like really not in the mood to deal with or handle that during this particular time. So it's like your fortune is delayed in some way. Okay, that's what I'm getting. But let's see what needs grounding. So let's talk about in your life. It's like ish is haywire. What needs some grounding in Leo's life at this time? Show me what needs grounding in Leo's life. Okay. So you've got the Justice card, which talks about adjustments being needed. You've got the King of Swords, which is our higher intellectual, logical, rational mind. What? And then you've got the Eight of Swords, which is about blockages. So ultimately here, I'm getting this, this is in your grounding position. So I feel the way that you are going to be able to ground yourself has to be not delving so much into like your emotional side, but really thinking about your mental side. Leos are actually like, I think like underrated intellectuals, to be honest with you, because it's like Leos have they're the opposite sign of Leo is Aquarius, and Aquarians are known for being very intellectual, while Leos are that polar opposite of being vapid. But really, it's kind of the opposite. Like Aquarians are low key vapid, and Leos are actually quite deep, right? That external doesn't necessarily like give that indication, but the internal like goes very deeply, and also thinks on a very high level. Many Leos that I know are also have Mercury in their, I'm sorry, have Virgo in their Mercury, which makes them very analytical, sharp thinkers as well. Okay, that's a very common thing to see in a lot of Leo birth charts, right? You will see Venus and, I'm sorry, not Venus, but Mercury in Virgo quite often. So I'm seeing you really perhaps needing to use a bit of that mercurial energy and to think on a very like high level intellectually, to what adjustments need to be made. Okay. Like think about all of the blockages, like what's preventing you from getting from accessing that next fortune, accessing that next chapter, because there's something here that you're really not like, I don't want to say it again. It's like, there's a delay in you not being able to leave something, because it's like, well, it's comfortable here and I'm fine. But it's like almost a chance needs to be taken in some capacity. And so maybe there is this grounding that you need to really go through right now, has to do with you intellectually understanding the ways in which you block yourself, and needing to address how to make adjustments to that. I can't say that any clearer than how I explained it. Okay. Now, let's talk about your finances. So, dear Leo, as we know, the new Venus, which Taurus is ruled by, and we're in that season, has to do with our earthly affairs, and finances and our careers are very much a part of that. So, let's take a look at what our money looks like for this season. Let's take a look at Leo's money for Taurus season. Okay. So you've got the Two of Wands, Dominion. You've got the Three of Wands. Okay. You need to make a plan and stick to it. whatever that plan is. And then you've got the 9 of Wands. The way that, well, your money and how you need to be utilizing the resources that you have right now, like, needs to be really looked at. I think that you need to come up with a plan for how to do that, because that 2 of Wands is all about making that plan. 3 of Wands is executing it and then waiting to see the like the consequences or the repercussions of what your plans have been. And that 9 of Wands to me can really indicate that it's not a quick gratuitous thing, and that there could be like some sacrifices or struggles that you have to go through while you're trying to achieve the money that you want for something. So think about this as like not just like your short-term financial goals, but then also like long-term stuff too. And so what you don't want to do is get caught on like a hamster wheel when it comes to your finances, right? So there could be something about budgetary things that need to be kind of looked at. Maybe that's what that plan is, right? Your resources only go so far, right? So it's like, how can you plan for the future, but not like suffer so much now, if that makes sense, okay? So that's what I get for your finances. And as we know, it is Taurus season, which is ruled by Venus. And Venus talks about interpersonal relationships, and romantic relationships are also a part of that as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's Leo's love life, or the Leos I'm connecting to. What do we get in the area of love life? I get the Queen of Swords. Beautiful. This is a mature, intellectually and emotionally person who makes very fair and honest decisions, says what she wants, but could be a little confrontational as well. Okay, because it's got that five of swords, right? So this is like, can be argumentative, some maybe for the sake of it. And if it's not like being argumentative with another person, it's really having a lot of like self-doubt, or like fighting with yourself in some way, mentally. Okay, and then we've got the 7 of the 7 of Pentacles, which is, it says failure, but really it's more of an assessment. It's looking at what all you've invested in this connection, right? Perhaps with this person, or maybe this is you, Leo. Maybe you feel like you are the Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Queen of Swords here, which is just this character that really activates their head and heart space to kind of align them to just be as fair as they possibly can, right? To make the best decisions for themselves as they possibly can as well. And to be like honest and very self-sufficient. But I am seeing that like whoever that you're connecting to, or the whatever people you're connecting with, there could be like just like differences of opinion and not being able to really get over them, or just like there being some type of like conflict in the way in which you communicate. Okay, and it really just kind of leaves you like being like, this is great, but it's also not. And maybe even making a list of pros and cons to this connection and where it needs to go. Okay, maybe even like putting a closer microscope on even yourself, right? Are you the one that's causing unnecessary, or are you feeling like you're being called out to be this way? Okay, so I'm seeing you kind of wrestling with those ideas in a partnership for this particular season. So that's what I got for you, dear Leo. I hope this was helpful for anyone who listened to this message in its entirety. Thank you so much. My name is Tifa. I do tarot. If you like the way that I read tarot and you're interested in booking me for personal reading, you'd like to elaborate this, if this particular reading really connects with you, go ahead, shoot me an email. Look at the I don't know. Anyway, it's in the description of the video. I love you, dear Leo. I wish you the best. Have a blessed day and happy Taurus season. Bye, Leo.